Hello everyone, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc. and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc. and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc. and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, and things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day. How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys having a great and exceptional evening. It is Saturday, 2 days after Thanksgiving, and life is good. That's how I look at it. Just try to be positive in a crazy world that we live in. But so today, real quick, talking about Ice Cube. Now, Ice Cube, I'm glad I finally had the pleasure of seeing him in concert. Finally, I know he's getting up in age like we all are. So you got to go out and support the legends of any music genre while you still can, because you just never know when one's time might be up. You know what I mean? But so recent news when it comes to Ice Cube, he he and a lot of other athletes, actors and actresses, and music stars lost out on a lot of money because during the pandemic, because they refused to take the jab, as they call it. I'm not going to say it. I don't want to get a strike on my YouTube, but they refused to take the jab at the time when it was mandatory for a lot of things, and so people lost out on a lot of money. Ice Cube, in particular, actually lost $9 million in an acting role because of his refusal to get the jab. This goes back to October 2021, over a year ago. He was dropped from Sony's comedy Oh Hell No, directed by Bad Trap filmmaker Kaiteo Sakurai, and co-starring Jack Black. I remember when this first happened. Producers on the film reportedly requested all cast members take the jab in order to participate in the production. And at the time, um, planning to shoot in Hawaii during the wintertime and whatnot. And before I even read his statement, I actually respect it, because I mean, you know, their own terms and on their own society. And the fact that he turned down the $9 million, it shows a man that stands on his own principles in an era where we really don't see it that much anymore, because everybody's for sale. In a capitalist society, everybody's for sale. Everything's for sale, straight up and down. But anyways, Ice Cube says, I turned down a movie because I didn't want to get the mother effing jab. Sounds like Ice Cube. Confirming that back in October 2021, I turned down $9 million. I didn't want to get the jab. He said, forget the jab and forget y'all for trying to make me get it. I don't know how Hollywood feels about me right now, but it's like I don't really care. And the thing is, Ice Cube has been in Hollywood for so long. I guess if he's burned any bridges, it is what it is. You get to a certain point in life where you want to stand on your own 2 feet and stand on your own two convictions and just be able to go from there on your own specific convictions in life and go from there. You get tired of playing the game, as people say. Um, and the article says when one podcast host suggests Cube leave Hollywood for streaming, Cube replied, "That's Hollywood, though. They're on some nonsense, but me too. I'm on some nonsense at the same time. I'm not saying verbatim because I don't want to cuss on my channel, but you get the point." He says the S word. Um, he said, and then the article says, would he leave Hollywood and make an independent production? And Ice Cube says, I'm working on it. I'm hustling. Got a lot of things up my sleeve. And that's what, and you know what? At the end of the day, I get it. I think if you're gonna work in somebody else's ball game, you got to deal with somebody else's nonsense. When you in the beautiful world of streaming, it has created more opportunities for people to create their own productions and to get your own thing going. And when you're able to do that, that means you don't have to deal with as much nonsense as you see in Hollywood. That's why I even saw a special today earlier when Dougie Doug was talking about who was an actor I grew up watching. He was talking about how why so many people leave Hollywood and the nonsense because and it tripped me out because I'm like the last thing I saw Dougie Doug on was a law episode of SVU. Like who hasn't been on Law and Order SVU? Um, but I get why he's, I even think Cameron Diaz, she left Hollywood because she got tired of the nonsense that was, of the crap that you have to deal with. Because Dougie Doug was acting since he was 17 years old, and I didn't even realize he was a stand-up comedian before he became an actor and whatnot. Because he was on various roles. Um, he was on the Cosby Show. He was on Cool Runnings, Class Act. He various animated films. Um, and not perfect, but I get why he left Hollywood too. Um, talk and it's like I get why he talked about why people leave Hollywood. Why people? Sorry, I'm looking at the article. People leave Hollywood. I thought I had that article up. But I just get it. A lot of times people leave, it's not just Hollywood, but a lot of people leave various industries because they just don't particularly care. Um, they don't care for the nonsense, with the games and whatnot. Like a lot of people don't like to work for specific government entities or even corporations um, because it's just not it's just not their forte. It's not their thing. It's like you get into an industry a lot of times. Like great example, if you've even seen that show, New Girl, and the character Nick on there, he talks. He was went to college, went to law school. I think he only had one semester left, and he quit law school because he knew that he did not want to be a lawyer. He wanted to be a writer. He spent all that time and got into all that student loan debt and all that craziness, but he was like, "This isn't me." And a lot of people have that time. They come to a crossroads in their life and they're like, hey, this isn't me. And I usually don't talk entertainment like this, but great example, even on the show Girlfriends. The one character, Joan, I forgot her real name, but she played the mother on Blackish. She went to law school. She became a quote unquote successful attorney, and she was miserable working at the law firm. As I said, a lot of times what you call sanity is what other people call insane. It's one of my favorite quotes from the rap group Twisted. Excuse me. What you call sanity is what I call insane. And heck, I've worked at jobs where people, they got all this education, they make all this great money, but they are the most miserable people you will ever meet in your freaking life. Dame Dad says it all the time. He knows a bunch of rich billionaires and millionaires who are the most miserable people on the planet. Like, and that's the one thing I even love about Dame Dash. She's like, hey, I'm doing stuff nowadays, not for money. I've done that, but now I'm doing things that I love. If I happen to make money, that's great. But I do the things that I love and I help other people create their own dreams. He even says he doesn't want anybody working for him that wants to remain an employee forever. He wants people that want to work for him so they can learn from him and become successful business people in whatever their passion and their goals and aspirations are. I get that energy. And even me myself, that's the only kind of energy I want to be around. People who are talking business and people who are talking investments. You know. Period. If grown, especially men, if men ain't talking about that, we got nothing to talk about. I know there's been a bunch of games that have been on that are on right now, but guess what? I don't care. It doesn't do anything for my life. Whether these teams win or lose, the sports leagues really make no money off of me unless they are involved in investments outside of that world. So I'll leave it at that. But anyways, it is what it is. Later on in the interview, Ice Cube clarified that he didn't turn down a movie because of his refusal for the jab. He says, and I quote, "These mother effers didn't give it to me because I wouldn't get the jab." He says, "I didn't turn it down. I just wouldn't give it. They just wouldn't give it to me." And he says, I didn't need it. I didn't catch it, and he's not messing with it. And he just left it at that. But it's like I said, at the end of the day, I get it, and that's why he's been acting for so long, and that's why he's been living in his truth and his convictions for so long that he's at a point now where he can just turn down roles. Like he can walk away from $9 million. Same thing with Dave Chappelle. You know, that's one thing I can say. I can commend these men for living in their truth and in their convictions. Even when Dave Chappelle talked about on Saturday Night Live a couple of weeks ago in regards to, hey, you know, he'd been working with Netflix for a long time, and when they were playing the Chappelle show, he's like, hey, that was a dark time in my life. I don't make any money from that show. I would like for you guys to not play it anymore. And they took it down as a favor for him. So I get that, and I respect it at the end of the day. But that's really all I wanted to talk about. I really just wanted to get into the message here at the end of the day is live in your truth. Stand on your convictions. Yeah, and people that have a job, you're gonna have to deal with nonsense. That's just the way the game goes. You can't run away from it. It is what it is. But try to work hard to a point so that you can live in your truth and you don't have to always bend the knee, as I always like to say, that saying I get from Game of Thrones. You know, do your best to live in your truth, do your best to live in your happiness, do your best to take care of your family, but do your best to just get through it. You know, I really can't put it any other way. Live in your truth, live in your truth, live in your truth. And Ice Cube's in his 50s now, he's a man that can do, and I get it, and I respect it, and go from there, you know, on some realness, you know, because that's, you know, what I'm fighting for now is just to be able to not only live with my convictions, but to also live in my truth. Real talk. So I'll leave it at that. But anyways, hopefully you guys, because when people come at you and want you to live a lie, you always got to say, you got to go old school Louis Gossett Jr. on them and do this.
No different than anyone else. You really believe that nonsense you're saying? Look at me when I talk to you.
Let me play that again.
No different than anyone else. No different than anyone else. You really believe that nonsense you're saying? Look at me when I talk to you.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta adjust people in that way and just go from there. But anyways, hopefully you guys have a good night. Let me know what you've done in this life to live in your truth, you know, or what are you doing to try to live in your truth? Because that's the main thing I want to just point out, and that's the respect I wanted to give Mr. Ice Cube, and go from there. Because when your money's right and your money's tight, you can turn down a lot of things and not have to deal with as much nonsense as a person who's constantly broke, constantly living in debt, and constantly not living a lifestyle that they dream about, you know, because most people don't, because most people just get trapped in the lazy capacity and trapped in the being basic capacity. So can't put it any other way on that one, family. But on that note, do the great 3 things, like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys have a great day. I'm about to call it a night. Just wanted to come on here and give my perspective. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, don't forget to check out WEBULL, Stash, acornscrypto.com, Coinbase, with all those platforms. You'll be able to make some money move, not live over like a fool. With WEBULL, you get up to a couple of free stocks and be able to go from there, right? And don't forget to check for the online store. Thank you guys for all the support and all that great stuff. And like I said, hopefully you guys have a good night. And I'm out of here. Take care.
Michael. Now
now.